Well, happy new catalog day. It's Leanne Greff from Minot, North Dakota. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and this is my weekly Tuesday live. What you're looking at here are some medallions that I made for my open house display that's coming up Saturday, May 7th at 11 o'clock. So if you're local to North Dakota, I hope that you will pop in so you can pick up your new catalog and see all the new stuff. I have lots planned. I've joined a ton of swaps and lots of displays, and of course food. I love to do the food part. Good morning, Tammy. First one on today. Welcome. Okay, all right. So yeah, I'm going to be playing with this and making. They're going to hang like almost like a mobile. I have a little area in my studio that is like a divider between almost one room and another, but it's still one room, and I hang. I had pinwheels. I've had little styrofoam balls filled with circles. I like to do something fun when we get new product, like the new colors. So yeah, I'll try and take a picture of that and share it with you. It's kind of hard because you see most of the big room. It's hard to just see that display. But today the new catalog went live, so yay! You can order anything out of here. There is very little that is not available. So yeah, happy new catalog ordering day. And if you're ordering from me, please use the host code. And if your order is over $50, you get new embellishments from me. So yeah, it's a great day. And the other exciting thing is that there is a new join special. So right now they're adding on a bunch of new in color products to the starter kit. So the starter kit's $99 to join, and you normally get to pick out 125 in product of your choice. So right now they're adding on a new pack of cardstock in colors. So that's a 24 sheet, 20 sheet pack. They're adding on new grid paper. This is a NYX. It's brand new today. I don't have it. It's in color grid paper with an ombre effect, so it fits your, this is, if you don't know that, this is a piece of fun foam that I got from a hobby store, and it fits our grid paper just almost perfectly, and it's a nice cushion to stamp on. But you get a full pack of the 6x6 in color designer paper, and you also get the 5 new ink pads. So this is, and the grid paper is in addition to your $125 that you get in product, with free shipping and a new paper pumpkin too. So over $213 in product for $99 with free shipping. So it's pretty crazy good deal. So ask me if you have any questions. I know I've had people ask me about joining my team, so let me know. Starts today. Anybody can join. If you have been a demonstrator with somebody else, there is a 3-month waiting period. Otherwise, anybody can join. So as long as you're US, you're welcome to join my team. Okay, the other special that's going on is my in color bundle. So if you're not going to join and you still want the in color products, I have a special where you get the 5 ink pads, you get the 20 pack of new cardstock, you get, oh, where's all my goodies? You get the 5 sheets of the new glimmer paper. So you might have seen that on my medallions. So that's the glimmer paper. That one doesn't show up very well. Let's see, grab this one. So you can see that little circle right there is part of the new glimmer paper. It's an ombre glimmer paper. So you can see it kind of fades out just a little bit. Really fun. Different shades in the same color. Let's see, you get the 5 re-inkers, and you get the either a free ribbon share or you get free in color dots. So that is my my new in color bundle. The other thing you can do is add on the blends. So these are our new blends markers, and if you add them on, you're paying for just 4 because you're getting the 5th free. So I have my prices here, and then I do have a designer paper share as well. All the new designer papers in 6x6 format, and that's an additional, I believe it's $26. If you're ordering it alone, it's $6 shipping. So lots of different options, and it's on my blog. I will add the link to this video so you can see what you all get, and you can ask me any questions about those. I did make 5 cards with the new Little Birdie bundle, and that, aren't they just cute? Those are our in colors. They're just adorable. I just love them. So this shows off a little bit of the glimmer paper, the designer paper, of course the colors, the dots. Yeah, really fun cards. That Little Birdie bundle is super cute and so easy to work with. So lots of samples. Hello everybody, welcome to my video. Thanks for joining me. All right, I am going to get started with what we're going to play with today. I'm going to focus on a suite, and that is, oops, upside down, the Sun Prince suite. This was basically my top favorite in the new catalog. And surprisingly, I didn't do my kit to go with it, but it will be next month. So if you're wanting the paper or coordinating ribbon and such, wait for next month, because you'll get half a pack of paper with that one. But we're gonna play especially with the stamp set today, which is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, and also at the end of the video, I'm going to show you I have a bunch of swaps that I received with this bundle and suite. So here is, and I'm missing 2 of the dies because my assistant has them. She's been die cutting for my club, which starts this Thursday. So here's the stamp set, beautiful fonts, and then here are some of the dies. I'm missing this one and this die from this set, but I love that label. We're going to use that today too. So that's the bundle we're playing with. And the cards we're making, some of you may have seen, because we made them at one of my team meetings. Actually, it's your favorite too, Annette? Yeah, it is just gorgeous. We made them at my team meeting in April. Okay, so the first card is a fun technique, and I'm calling it whitewashed, and it is this card right here. I haven't shared it yet because I wanted to share the technique with you. Isn't it just beautiful? It's so soft and just really shows off that leaf stamp set beautifully. Okay, let me get my pieces out. I'm hoping that's all of them. Okay, so here are the measurements, and this color is Starry Night, and this is Orchid Oasis. So they pair just beautifully. It's like they're meant to be, and I think Stampin' Up! Is learning. Kind of like our last year's in colors, we had Evergreen and Soft Succulent. They were another beautiful pairing. Oh, I just realized I forgot to do door prizes. I have them right here, and I was so excited about these projects. Okay, let's do door prizes. Last week we had a pack of blends, and that was for commenting, and a 4-pack of Fun Fold cards for sharing. And the winners are, I don't know if they're on, I haven't been looking at the comments, Gail Boyd and Linda Congable. So congratulations, girls. I'll be sending these to you this week. So yeah, I think I have all your addresses. So awesome. Thank you so much. Don't forget to share the video, and you can be in the door prize drawing too, and or comment. So this week's prize is for commenting a new pack, kind of crooked in there, of In Color jewels. Those just retired yesterday. We can no longer get them. And a bedazzling designer or specialty paper pack. So for sharing and for commenting. So yeah, don't forget to do that so you get in on the prize drawing. All right, back to the project. This is the inside of the card. This is the front. And this is these dies right here. I don't think I wrote that down. I think that's called the happiness dies. it goes with the florals that I'm using for my one of my in colors. So this is the Hues of Happiness designer paper. It's in that suite, that set of dies. I know somebody is going to be telling me what it is. All right, so we'll get my ink pads out, and where did I just put them? I had them to share with you all because of the, oh, right in front of me. Okay, we are going to stamp with Orchid Oasis today. Well, actually the greeting is going to be in Starry Night, and I'll do that first. Just going to scoot that away, get that out here, and we're going to do the best wishes and happy thoughts. Could be for anything, right? Could be for birthday, could be for wedding. Let's see, try and get this straight. Okay, pretty good. All right. Okay, we're done with, I say Starry Night, Starry Sky, Starry Sky. I always want to say Starry Night because it just flows so much easier. Okay, so now we're going to get the pretty leaves. This is my favorite, and I don't know what kind of plant this would be, but it's beautiful. So when I do this, I want to stamp kind of random, but I want them all coming. Oop, that one didn't go very well. We'll start over. Kind of random, so it's like a falling leaves. Okay, and maybe just a little bit more down here. Okay, all right, so done stamping. Now, to color this, we're going to use, I think I mixed up some of my supplies here. All right, try and keep that situated here. So I'm coloring with white craft ink. And what I did was I just put a few drops, actually very few drops in here. And then I'm adding some rubbing alcohol. And I have some of mine in a spritz bottle. So I'm just adding a little puddle of rubbing alcohol. Now you can do this with an aqua painter or a blender pen or anything. I'm going to use our water brushes. Okay, so what I have here is a scrap to test. So I'm going to make a nice puddle of this ink and alcohol. And it just helps it so it blends very quickly, alcohol does, and give it, so you can kind of test it. And I can see that is not near enough ink, too much alcohol. Thank you, appreciate that, Deb. So I'm going to add, this is such thick ink, our craft ink, a little bit more. I'm going to be a little more generous here, just for expediency. And again, work that in. Now it might be too thick, we'll find out. But I do recommend, if you're making a mixture like this, to have a scrap. See, now that is way too thick. So I went the other way. Okay, we'll see. It's just a little bit of playing around. And after I'm done with this, I will use a tissue and wipe this all out of my ink pad well here. It looks a little bit better. Okay, so basically I just follow the leaf. So you can do as much as you want, and you can go over it. Every time I pick up ink and alcohol, I want to, you can blend it out a little bit. I want to test. And it does stay in the brush pretty nice, pretty well. And like I said, you can be as soft or as dark as you want. Isn't that pretty? It's just very subtle. This one I would thin out a little bit more with just a little bit of plain, maybe alcohol to blend it. But it can be very fast depending on how, if you don't have too much on, it will go a lot quicker and you don't have to be as careful. So it's best to be subtle to start out with. You see the difference? So soft and pretty, really highlights the leaves. I don't think it would work as well on lighter cardstock. This is kind of a medium cardstock color. I'm gonna try and bring in some of those. I don't want to wipe away the leaf texture. So I try and follow it so it looks, now that one I kind of messed up a little bit. Follow the texture of the leaves so you're not wiping them away. Make sense? Any questions? I should be just about done. I'm not gonna do darker. Oops, I went wrong ways there, didn't I? So it's, if you like coloring, you're gonna like this technique. Like I said, you can go over it again, start out subtle, and you can always add more. So you're gonna start looking at your stamps in a new way and think, oh, that one might work out well for that whitewashing technique. I do think having a little bit of texture to the image will help. If it's just an open image, I don't think it's going to be quite as interesting. So you can go over it later once you decide what needs more, what needs less. So get my tissue. And to wipe this out, I would just squeeze, get the water out of there, because this had water in it, not alcohol. And then just simply wipe that out. I'm not going to do any more. So now it's all clean again. This is an old style ink pad. Our new ones are not like that. I just ordered one, but I have to re-ink it. Okay, so to put this together, we're going to, for our ribbon, you know, I like to do that angled kind of ribbon looping. So we're going to start a third and press that on. And then I'm going to go outside of the, and kind of see this one runs almost in the middle. And then this one, I want it to have that loop outside. I'm going to go a little longer so that comes out. And there's our little loop. Now to adhere that, because it's going to want to stick where all that adhesive is, make sure you add dimensionals, and you can kind of catch some of the ribbon at the same time. Oh, I didn't even put this on my paper yet. Okay, what I like to do for this kind of, let's see, this is going to run like that, is to put adhesive on the edge of my card base or card front, and then adhere it looking at the front of it. So then I can make sure it's at the right length and all that. Okay. All right, so that's going to go over to the side. There was water in it, Paula, yes, but I didn't squeeze it out. So I know water and alcohol doesn't mix. So it wasn't even damp because I hadn't used it for a while. Now, originally, when I made this card, I actually used an old Wink of Stella. It had nothing left in it. And so I just used the old Wink of Stella that was empty as a water brush. So you can use an aqua paint, or even a blender pen would work just fine. But yeah, it had water in it, but I didn't squeeze it out, put it that way. Okay, such a simple but beautiful card, isn't it? Is that straight? Okay, now to embellish, we're going to use our blends and color rhinestones. Now when you're doing this, I recommend you use the bullet tip and not the brush tip. The brush tip can get damaged very easily. So you just go over the rhinestone and you can turn them any color that you want. So that's what I did here. If you can see those rhinestones, I'm going to trim this a little bit. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I really like this card too. It's one of my favorites. Just going to do that random kind of offset, 2 on one and 1 on the other. I like to do that with my random gems. So that's the whitewashing leaves card. Okay, and then, oh, the inside. That would just be added in here. I didn't even stamp on it. I have so much to share with you today with all the new products. I share a bunch of swap cards using this suite, so I've got lots to share. All right, that's the first one. Now the second one, let's see, I have a list here, is this one. So this is more new colors. This is Tahitian Tide with Night of Navy. So I just used a few stamp sets, or I'm sorry, stamp images for this card. All right. So you have the measurements there. And this is Night of Navy with Tahitian Tide. Our new colors pair in so beautifully with a lot of our old, I should say current colors. So this one will go on there. This is the inside. And here we go. So we're going to start by stamping. Oh, I got to clean that a little bit better. Stamping on the background. Creating our own background. I didn't use an embossing folder. I used the Tahitian Tide ink. Okay, I'm just going to stamp randomly all over this. And I don't need to do the centers. Okay, there we go. Oh, I guess the other thing I can do is stamp this on the card too, or on the front. I'm trying to see how I stamped that. I'm doing it upside down. Okay, and then I did just a little bit, and I'm not going to re-ink on the tag. Just a little soft image, and that's all. Oh, you know what? I also did, I can see it, it's barely showing, a stamp off up that way. Okay. All right. You like this one? This is a beautiful card, isn't it? Okay, I'll get the Night of Navy out. And I'm going to use the, I don't know, I almost want to call it weeds. One full strength and one offset. Let's see, what did I do on the inside? Yep, okay. I'll do that too. And just do one full and one off. Just a little something in the inside. Oh, and then the greeting. I love this one. You're on my mind. I mean, that is just perfect for anybody who's dealing with anything. It could even be a birthday, but it's great sympathy, great, like maybe somebody's diagnosed with something scary, yeah, where you just want to let them know you're thinking of them. So let's put all these pieces together. This is a really quick card. We'll do this one first. Start at the bottom. So this is the standard 4 inches by 5 1/4, and just a quick little layer of, you know, of another background that pairs it all together. Adding a little bit of the navy brings in all these stamped elements together. My favorite thing about Stampin' Up! Is our colors. I get very, very excited about color combos, new colors. So it kind of makes my day. So these are dies from, and you get 2 of them in this set of dies. So you can cut out one of each, 2 at a time, put it that way. I'm trying to be very sparing so my glue doesn't peek out once I add it to. Found either little dots or smears are the best way to add. And I will add this over this way. Oh, and this one. This way. Then we're going to add some dimensionals to the back of this. Oh, I got that off a little bit. Okay. All right. So I want it to be kind of hanging over the edge a little bit. Maybe I didn't stamp those quite as high as the other one. And what I've been doing lately with bows is if I don't really want a full bow showing on the card, I've been sneaking it under. Show it your way. So it's kind of like a bow, but it's just a peak of a bow. It's another way to use that. Our ribbons. And this is the new in color ribbon that is 1/8 inch. It's just gorgeous. Now I will tell you that the new ribbons don't match exactly. They're not an exact pairing, but they really coordinate well. So I'm okay with it. You know, you just have to embrace it. I always figure Stampin' Up! Knows best. I have full confidence in their products. If I don't share it, because there are some things I don't care for, and I just don't buy them or I don't share them because they're, you know, I want to share what I love and have you know you can trust me in what I'm making. Okay, so first 2 cards done. So isn't it beautiful? I just love, and the colors. Oh yeah. Okay, so the next one, last one, uses a little bit of the designer paper. So here's the last one. Now the paper, the Sun Prince paper, has gray granite, a little Pacific Point, the Starry Sky, and Night of Navy. So I used just a little bit of it on this card. Now this is Orchid Oasis card base, and lots of layers on this one. So, oh, the dimensions. Where did I put those? There we go. There's the, I call it the Fern Hello card. So what I did do was I textured this piece of white designer paper, and then I'm going to just lightly sponge with the Orchid Oasis. And this is the new Fern 3D folder. It is absolutely gorgeous. You'll see some of this in my samples. I have a bunch of samples to share with you today too. Okay, so I'm just getting some of my stamps out. But for now, just a little bit of ink. Start off the paper. And I don't want to be real heavy with this. So I just want to see that texture more than it is. I don't want to hit, I'm really having a light hand with this. I'm not pressing. So just a little bit of color. You can do as much or as little as you want. Just to bring out that texture. Okay. All right. So the neat thing about this, I'm going to show you, I'm not going to use Orchid Oasis ink on this. That's the only orchid I'm going to use. This is all Starry Night. So what's really cool about this is, now first I'm going to stamp, the most important thing is to get that greeting on. So you always start with what you have to get on the card front. So just inking that hello there. Stamp straight, nope. I'm going to test it here. Okay, it's a little bit off on my, okay, there we go. Okay, now I have these 2 images, the fern and the splotches, I guess you'd call them. Where's my stamp set? Right here. So this really neat little ink spot is in there. That is a nice background. Okay, so I'm going to start off, let me see, this is going to go this way with full ink. Then I'm not going to re-ink. And I know, well, I'm going to re-ink once because I'm going to stamp off once and it turns into Orchid Oasis. So this color stamped off is Orchid Oasis, which is gorgeous. So see how it pairs so beautifully with it all? Yeah, and so what I'm going to do now is then use the splotch and stamp off. And there we go. So that was basically, I could have used just one ink and used less of that. But I love the ability of our darker inks and even our medium ones is, yeah, there's always two sides, isn't there? Is that you can stamp off once or twice and get a whole range of colors with our ink pads. So yeah, beautiful. Okay, so now we will adhere these pieces together and layer them. So my measurements are right here. And what I want to do, this is going to go sideways. Yeah, this is going to go like that. So what I like to do is turn that over, add some tape runner to the sides, and then just flip that over. Okay, and then that can go on the main card base. I'm going to add more adhesive. Just making sure I'm putting the layers on. Oh, it's going to go a little higher. Okay. And then our designer paper, which is gorgeous. Gray granite and white on the other side, and then this one. So that's going to go next. Sometimes just grab, like sometimes when you have just a piece of designer paper or cardstock or something, just grab them and kind of, you know, layer them on your card and decide, you know, what works and what goes where. Yep, okay, then this is gonna go, and I popped that up. I guess I will do that again. You're like, oh, she's putting him kitty wampus. It's just fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, sometimes that's best. I wish I would have lowered that a little bit, but it's okay. Okay, so the bow, it looks like, this one I did tie it on, but when my team made it, I decided to make it easier for them and just glue dot it, and I make their bows for them, just for quickness. All right, so press this on and add that. So you can't even tell it's not tied on there. Okay, the inside, oh, I didn't even add one in this one, but I did put one on. So we could stamp that fern on there. I'd like to add a little bit of something so the inside is just as pretty as the outside. Let's see, we're going to do this and then that. Oh, I could even do one more. There we go. It's so fun to play with. Ferns are probably one of my favorite plants. Ferns and hostas are, I'm a gardener, so I love botanicals, and I almost like leaves better than I do flowers, almost. It's texture, it's the colors, but ferns are so my thing. Absolutely love them. I baby my ferns. Okay, so there are our 3 cards that we did today. So I have lots more to share, so don't, you're going back to bed, Kathleen? Okay, I'm sorry if you're tired. Yeah, so those are our 3 new colors, the Starry Sky, Orchid Oasis, and Tahitian Tide in the in colors with the Nature's Prints stamps and dies. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Now I want to share what I was working on. I was sharing this on my my Stamp and Share page and asking opinions. And I created a bunch of cards using this stamp set with some of these colors for the most part. This is my 5-sheet wonder. So it is where you stamp one sheet and you make 10 cards. So basically all these pieces were 1 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And so I stamped it in the Parakeet Party, little bit of navy and Starry Sky and Orchid Oasis. So those are my 5-sheet wonder. I did update this. It is on my flowerbugshop.com. So it's not going to be a kit to go. I don't think it will be. It uses so many different dies, but basically I used only these greetings, only these stamps, and those 4 colors. So it's such a fun way to make a bunch of cards. And with my templates, you don't measure anything, because on the reverse side of all of these, I don't know if I can peel any of these up, but there are measurements. I didn't do that. Yep, they're all, oh, maybe this one. Maybe this one. You can kind of see there's a line there. That's one of the cutting lines. And each one, yeah, none of these have their numbers on them, but each one has a number. So this is like card number 8. So on the back of each piece has a number, an 8. On the back of this is an 8. So all the pieces have numbers on them. So you know this goes with card number 7. All these 3 pieces, card number 7. So it's really a cool way. I'll try and explain that on another day. Maybe I'll make a Facebook Live later sharing this. But it is a fun way to make a bunch of cards without measuring. So that's my 5-sheet wonder, if you're wondering. Okay, so let's do some swaps. And I'm sorry, I didn't take time to take these out of the envelopes. I will now. And I'll try and this is Jen Pitta. She made that one. I'm going to put the envelopes with that because she has a sticker on the back of hers. This one was made by Kim Peck. Now that is another example of our duo of colors, Evergreen and Soft Succulent. So let's see. This one is by Brenda Tyron. I liked that she used the different colors and all the dies on that one. Here's a sample. This is Linda Bowen. She sponged over her Fern 3D folder with, it looks like the Starry Sky. So that is a good example of that, that Fern 3D folder. Okay, this is Jan McClurg. She did beautiful color in gray granite, that designer paper, and she cut that large kind of a wreath die out in vellum. Isn't that soft? And this is vellum too. And she textured it with the Fern 3D. It's hard to see that one. Yeah, that's Jan's. And another beautiful one, Kathy Miller. Now she used some of that designer paper and did a little fun fold. This is part of that Sun Prince designer paper. A little bit of gray granite there. Okay, here is one by Denise Jorgensen. Yes, Jorgensen. That is in Crumb Cake and Early Espresso, I believe. This one is from Kelly Aitchison, and she used that pretty wreath as well in the new Parakeet Party with Tahitian Tide. Yeah, I love joining swaps because I get, this one is by Barbara Dykehouse, I believe is how you say her name. She just had what a simple layout and how beautiful. The die with just a piece of designer paper under the greeting and some loops of that beautiful ribbon. Okay, and next, this one doesn't have a name in it. Oh, it's a gift card holder, I think. I don't, yeah. Oh, Rose Ward. Very cool. So she just folded over that front of her card and then punched a little hole, a little half circle for a gift card. Very pretty. Okay, and a really simple, shows how pretty white on white can be. Just a little bit of navy she cut out of the designer paper from the dies. This is Susan Campfield. And actually, this is one of mine. I cased the catalog. This is showing some of the dyes and the flowers. Little bit of white sponging onto Starry Sky, and a little bit of the gray granite ribbon that works so well with that paper. So there's a card that's similar to this in the annual catalog on the, let's see. Let's find it and see what oh, this one right here. I'm like, where is it? Okay, so kind of the similar idea. I changed the colors from the yellow to the Parakeet Party, added a little bit more, added ribbon, but it's very similar to that one right there. So I changed the color a little bit, or else it just shows differently in the catalog. So those are some samples of the Sunprint Suite. Okay, so what's left? Now, if you're interested in my In Color bundle, please let me know. It ends Saturday, May 7th. Now, really quickly, I'm going to show you again my my kits to go. So this is the Hues of Happiness kit. So this kit involves some fussy cutting. So the flowers are cut from the designer paper. Otherwise, everything else is cut for you. There's some fun fold cards here, different designs of fun fold cards. So this gets half a pack of the paper, a share of the glossy dots, and a share of the Parakeet Party ribbon that I used on the cards. So that's that kit to go. They're on my Flowerbug shop. Now the next one I'm playing with is a fun bunch of cards using the Hope Box kit. Now this was on special a few weeks ago, and I decided to make it a kit to go by changing up and adding to the cards in the kit. So you get your own stamp set, you get envelopes, you get an ink pad, you get ribbon, and you can see my stamp set is quite stained. You get dimensionals, mini glue dots, and all the die cuts that I used and the little sequins. So I haven't got a price yet on this one. I'm gonna figure it out what my cost is and get it on my shop here later today. Okay, all right. Thank you so much for joining me. I think that's it. Don't forget to share on your page or another group so I can get the word out about my videos. I appreciate you helping me with that. And let me know if you're interested in joining my team with the great In Color deal or getting my In Color special by Saturday. So I hope you consider joining my team. The 5-sheet wonder is right here, Marcy. So it's right on my shop. I have all my tutorials there, and my kits to go are there. My glue stands are there. I have cookbooks there. Lots of fun things on my shop. Okay, all right. Thanks so much. Thanks for hanging in with me. Oh wait, I do have one more thing to share. I kind of teased people with this the other day. These I have to clean this up. It's just too much. Hold on a second before I share these In Color items with you. So I kind of gave a tease of these beautiful In Color cards and envelopes on my Facebook page yesterday with my kitty, and they are I was so thrilled to see these because they make card making so simple. These are the card bases, just fold it in half, and these are the envelopes that match. Aren't they just awesome? So I played with the Tea Boutique stamp set and made cards with just the card themselves, the card base, and just 2 layers with the little teapot, teacup, I should say. And just so adorable. I just absolutely love them. They may be a kit to go sometime. Maybe not these cards exactly, but including these envelopes, maybe next month, because I just think they're the best. So yeah, this is the Tea Boutique suite, if you're interested in our beautiful new In Colors. Can you tell I love them? I mean, I absolutely, absolutely love them. Wouldn't change them one bit. Okay, all right, now I think I'm done. There's so much to share today. All right, I'm so excited that the new catalog is here. Thank you so much for watching, and have fun ordering your new stuff today. All right, take care. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.